Welcome to day 7 of the Busy Sewist strategy. Yesterday, day 6, we were able to complete most of the garment. We have the front and back sewn together and our sleeves, our balloon sleeves or bishop sleeves. I don't know. Would you call those the same thing or are they different? Anyway, I think they refer to it in this pattern as bishop sleeves. Okay, let's get started. We are putting 30 minutes on the clock. Let's go. I'm trying to get into the habit of using my sewing ham more consistently. I don't always use it, but I do know that I get better results when I do, so I'm trying to make this more of a habit and use it consistently. Ironing has never been one of my favorite things to do, but with sewing, I do know that it is necessary and I must do it. I still don't love it, but I understand the necessity and how it plays a part in a great looking garment. I wasn't quite sure how the neckline of this pattern would come together. I thought at first maybe it was just like a fold and kind of make a hem, but after I got to this step, I realized that this neckline is bought together using elastic. So first I had to get my seam gauge and measure 1/2 inch all the way around, so that I can later insert my elastic. And for the neckline, 3/8 of an inch elastic is used. I try to match my seams when folding hems and things like that whenever I can. I really enjoy the gratification that I get when it comes together like perfectly. So I have about 18 minutes of sewing time left, and I'm just going to sew the casing of this neckline with the zigzag stitch. Now it says to sew about 1/8 of an inch away from your raw edge. What I did was actually kind of like positioned it where my needle will catch my raw edge and then catch the bodice. And I did like this because it gave me the assurance that my elastic will go through this casing without being too snug. In previous projects, I've sewn casings and the elastic like is in there just ever so snug, and it kind of distorts my casing sometimes and kind of causes it to twist a little bit, if that makes sense. With about 7 minutes of sewing time left, it is now time to thread this elastic through. Now, I did not have any 3/8 of an inch elastic laying around. The best I have, I think, is this 1/4 inch elastic. It's super tiny, but I'm not going to go out to buy any. I'm just going to use what I have. In order to know how much elastic you'll need for this project, you have to measure around your neckline first. Once you do that, get a calculator and take 65% of that measurement, and that's how much elastic you will cut. Once you have your elastic cut, you are going to take your bodkin, which is this little thing here if you have one, or a safety pin, and you're gonna thread it through your casing. I quickly ran into trouble here trying to get my bodkin through this casing. I didn't realize that my stitching had gotten a little off track, and I went in a little too deep, and I made the casing in one spot more narrow than it should be. So I'm gonna try to go from the other end and see how far I can get through, maybe. I don't know if that'll work either, but we'll see. Well, that's 30 minutes. We're gonna stop right here with the elastic and the casing. We are ending day 7 with my bobbin just inside the casing. So unfortunately, day 8 will have to start with us running this elastic through the casing. And yeah, it's currently 5:22. I have to get to my nail appointment. I like to get there about 30 minutes so I can sew. I want to try to get there 30 minutes early, and it's literally right down the street, so I'm good. I'll see y'all tomorrow.